VHS Beyond has multiple directors. So here's the list. We got Jay Cheel, Jordan Downey, Christian and Justin Long, Justin Martinez, Virat Pal, and Kate Siegel. And this is currently streaming on Shudder. Now this version of VHS is in the sci-fi realm, which means each story has some sort of sci-fi tie into it. But that doesn't mean there's a lack of horror, dude. Oh my goodness. So overall, dude, this was a strong outing, though. I mean, it proves that the series still has legs to continue on if they choose to do so, which I hope they do personally. But yeah, there's some great stories in this one. Let's get into it, though. So, oh yeah. Also, yeah, there's one, I gotta say this too. There's definitely one of them that's one of my favorites of the entire franchise, dude. My God. And so anyways, though, this is an anthology. It still follows a certain formula, where the main story plays, on throughout the entire movie, and while they intercut, through other stories along the way. And I'll tell you a little about each story and give you an idea, what to look forward to, what not, and what my opinion was of each story. So yeah, here we go. Now, the main story, which plays, throughout the entire movie, is called Abduction, Adduction, directed by Jay Cheel, and is about a man whose family, they've passed away already, all gone and whatnot, but they claim that there are paranormal beings around us, and the survivor of the family wants to prove it, right? Claims there's things that happened in his house, and this story was made documentary style for the most part, until you get to the end, but you have the interviews and whatnot, stuff like that. But I will say this has a very interesting ending. I will say this, though. It felt like it was one of the weakest of the stories, though. It was okay, but the rest just blow this one out of the water, though. I mean, I'll admit that the ending was pretty nasty, though. Pretty cool. But anyhow, though, we're going to go on to the next one, though. Let's get to the good stuff. Now, the next one is called Stork, directed by Jordan Downey. Dude, this one, I'm going to be honest with you. This one had enough blood to cover this whole entire anthology right here. This whole entire movie. And I mean that for real, dude. And I loved every bit of it. Dude, this is for the gorehounds. Man. This is the best way. The best way I can put it is it's like the best Resident Evil movie that's actually not a Resident Evil movie. If you ever played the original Resident Evil game, then you'll know what I'm talking about, because that's pretty much what this story is, though, man. It's obvious this person's a fan of Resident Evil, because damn, dude, yeah, it feels like the first one. Setup and everything, pretty much, right? But yeah, this story is one of my favorite all times of the entire series, though, man. Jesus, very intense and very gory, dude. Lots of action, dude. Oh my God, it's great. The next one is called Dream Girl, directed by Virat Pal. Apologies if I've mispronounced that. It's about a celebrity loved and adored by all, and she's in the middle of creating her next music video. And during a break, let's just say a fan of hers tells her how much of a god she is, and throws all sorts of compliments her way. And let's just say things go awry. And you will not see this one coming, dude, what happens, man. This one gets crazy. Batshit crazy. And I enjoyed every bit of it. It goes from 0 to 100 real fast. It gets even pretty scary at some points, though, man. It's good. And another bloody nasty one, too. I'll just say this about this one. All things are not as they seem. Well-told story. Enjoyed the hell out of it, though. So, up next, Live and Let Die. That's a playoff of a James Bond movie. Hey, Live and Let Die. Anyways. All right, it's directed by Justin Martinez. And this is about some skydivers who are just about to do their jump. And their plane gets attacked by a UFO. I'll say parts of this one kind of sort of reminds me of that episode of Twilight Zone called Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. Just a little bit. Just the way it starts. That's what I'll say. But yeah, dude, that part actually is a really cool scene, though. And there's this other scene that's pretty badass. So when everyone's falling out the plane, in the sky and whatnot, and I'll just say some really cool shit happens, dude. It's whew, man, dude. This one would be great to see on the big screen, though, because I could see people just freaking out, because I know I would. I was freaking out watching on my screen, but I would love to see it on a big one. Anyways, though, yeah. I'll say this. The stuff in between in this one is okay, but I did enjoy the ending a lot, dude. The ending is like, whoa. Kind of reminds me, actually, of another story that was in one of the VHS ones, but I don't want to spoil it for you, so you just have to watch it. And if you've seen the other ones, then you know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it. But yeah, it's a good story. Another good one to watch for sure. Definitely enjoyed it. Nastiness for sure. Another nastiness one. All right, here we go. Up next is called Fur Babies, directed by Christian Long and Justin Long. Yes, the Justin Long, Mr. Horror Royalty himself, the guy from Jeepers Creepers and also all sorts of other horror flicks. That's him, yes. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the darkest one of them all, man. This one's about a group of people trying to document how this lady is, I guess, possibly doing shady things with her pets and trying to expose her for it. And things take a creepy turn, as they get deeper and delve into this woman's business. I hella want to compare this movie too bad to another film, but it'll spoil it, so I can't do it. But I will say I was messed up for a little while after watching this one, dude. It's, I don't know, dude. The thing that's crazy about it, there are people out there like this, dude, that are doing fucked up shit like this, man. And I don't know. If you use your imagination, I think you'll figure it out, though. But I'll say this, though. Good job, to Christian and Justin on this one. I thought they did a great job. I'll never forget this one for sure. Fuck, dude. That's a messed up one, man. Oh, my God. Anyhow, though, let's get to... So the last one is called Stowaway. This one's directed by Kate Siegel. And if the main story wasn't the weakest one, then I would say this one is. It's about a girl documenting UFOs in this certain town, interviewing people and investigating, the hot spots and whatnot. And this girl, she really wants to find out these spottings are true and whatnot. And let's say she just gets what she wishes for and then some. Yeah, I'll say this one starts out a bit slow and then kind of picks up and stays interesting for the most part. My biggest issue when it comes to this one is you could barely see shit go down at a certain point, towards the end. And for me, it was frustrating because, look, I know this series is found footage, so don't get me wrong, but goddamn, dude, you could show a little more than what you did at some point, though, because goddamn, man. But anyways, though, it was okay. Not a terrible one, but just okay. Like I said, not even we're like shit or anything. It's just this was probably one of the weakest of the bunch. Like I said, between this one and the first story, or the main story, I don't know. One of those two are the weakest, though. But overall, though, when it comes to this one, I'll say, dude, it's great. The whole thing, overall, yeah. Sci-fi style worked really well. You got the blood, the gore, the great stories. Alien stuff, I guess robotic stuff, if you want to call it, mechanical shit, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, man. It's good stuff, man. Those endings a lot of them are fucking great, though. And, at this point, dude, I'll say this. They've kind of taken liberties when it comes to, it being called VHS, because, at some stuff's like more digital cameras and whatnot, but, I know VHS is more of the brand at this point, though, so... But it's still fun. I ain't got no problems with it. The one thing the best thing I think about this whole series in general, though, from the first VHS to this one, is that, the directors themselves, they come up with some creative nastiness, dude, and not have to worry about, some big studio censoring them and tell them what they can and can't do in the stories, They have the freedom to make it as nasty as they want to make it, dude, and I think that's cool. You can't go wrong with that. And back on the sci-fi element thing real quick, though. One thing I did like about the sci-fi element is the fact that, a lot of these things people do talk about and feel that, aliens and some other things can be kind of real. So kind of brought a little bit of a sense of reality to the table, if you will, So I definitely enjoyed it. So, yeah, I say check this out for sure. My recommendation is always when it comes to the VHS movies, if you haven't seen it yet or if you haven't seen any of them yet, I recommend you watch VHS 2, which I feel is the best of the entire series. There's great ones for sure, don't get me wrong, but VHS 2 is the one. That is the one. It is Ed, okay? Anyhow, though, yeah. That one's also, I believe, is available on Shudder as well, though. But, hey, if you got a chance, buy it. That's just how good it is. I guarantee it. Anyhow, though, that's all for today. Stay nasty, my friends, and I will see you at the next one. Shay Nasty out.
I'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.